D-Lo for boxing. All right, y'all. So everybody's up in an uproar because Triple G could potentially be getting another crack at Canelo. Canelo is rumored to be potentially on the cusp of taking a deal, 2-fight deal with the DAZN Matchroom to go back on the DAZN and fight Dimitri Bivol at 175 in May, and then fight Triple G in September for a third time. That leaves the Charlo fight that people were getting excited about, thinking was going to happen. Not myself, because I was, I made videos saying I didn't believe it. Made posts or whatever, I was reminding people that, the fight, the more realistic fight is probably going to be Charlo versus Andre, but I don't even see it happening. But I definitely didn't think that Canelo and Charlo were about to fight. If they do end up making the fight, that's great for Charlo. It's a great opportunity that has escaped him for quite some time. And, I'd like to see him get a crack at Canelo. I'd like to see how Canelo matches up against Charlo. But it looks like he's going to go with the plan that Eddie Hearn has laid out before him, or the DAZN. And, according to reports, I think Coppinger and Benson both have reported that Canelo's close to signing the deal. But we've been down this road before. Before Canelo went and fought Plant, we were hearing that, he was going to fight Plant on the DAZN. He was close to signing a deal, and then he ended up going to PBC. So we'll see how that all plays out. But one thing I do want to say, who you're not going to hear being upset and being highly critical of Canelo because of this? Me. Because, and I'm going to say why. The reason why is because Canelo has already showed me and told me what he is and what he's about. So none of this stuff surprises me. So it's to the point now where it's like I didn't get excited when I was hearing that he might fight Charlo. So I'm not let down because he could potentially go another route. The Bivol fight is a fight I was interested in a couple years ago. And a lot of this I said in a video not long ago, but it bears, it's worth repeating. But I'm not uberly excited about the Bivol fight because honestly, Bivol doesn't look as good as he used to look to me. But, I think it's a respectable fight for Canelo to go up to 175 and fight him. And should he beat him, he gets nothing but credit. I don't want to see a catch weight. But if he goes up to 175 and beat him, I give him credit for it. If he goes back down and fights Triple G, he's just fighting Triple G. Like I said before, I didn't have any interest in the rematch, let alone a trilogy fight. But if that's what the DAZN is doing, then that's what they're doing. But and I'm hearing that both of these fights would be pay-per-view fights. But ultimately, like I said, I don't really care what Canelo's doing. Like I said, the Bivol fight is a respectable fight at 175 pounds. That's it's an interesting fight. But as far as me just running around trying to keep up what Canelo has going on, I'm just not a fan at this point. So it's like I'm not going to be overly critical of the guy, and I'm not going to be praising him for stuff that isn't really nothing to be all excited about. Which I ain't trying to praise any of these fighters anyway. But what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to be giving them a ton of credit for stuff just to be doing it. Like, if he's going to fight Bivol, cool. If he's going to fight Triple G again, cool. Maybe at that point, Triple G, if he loses, we don't have to hear about him no more. Maybe if he wins, we don't have to hear about him anymore. Because I think this is all Triple G has hung around for anyway, was to get another crack at Canelo. And at this point, I don't really care what Triple G does. And I'm not even going to get into it. So I'm not even going to get into why I don't care. It's like, it's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. But, like I said, whatever Canelo chooses to do is what he does. If he's fighting Charlo, I'm interested in that fight. I'd watch the fight, support Charlo, support the fight, because it was a fight I had been asking for. even though I'm getting it a little late. The Bivol fight, it's a fight I was only interested in when Canelo was talking about going to 75. So, you know, would I watch it? Probably not. You know, if I had something else to do, I wouldn't stop what I'm doing to go, you know, make sure I'm watching Canelo versus Bivol. And I'm certainly not, you know, going on my way to watch Canelo versus Triple G for a third time. And like I said, the first two fights, to me, the first fight failed to deliver, in my opinion. So I had no interest in the second fight. And although I watched it, it just wasn't nothing to, you know, it was nothing to be all excited about or write home about. So I'm definitely not interested in a third fight when Triple G has looked nothing but pedestrian since his last fight with Canelo. But, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, at this point, Canelo's just doing what he does. He's already told us what he's about. He's already told me what he's about. He's already told me who he ain't going to fight no matter what they put in his face. So it's like, you know, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Do what you do. And as a fan of boxing, I do what I do. That's all I got on it. D-Lo 404 Boxing. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.